What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Saturday, August 13th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have an 11-game slate tonight, so let's take a look at the pitcher position. So studs on the slate that I like: Corbin Burnes and Jacob deGrom. Now if you're looking to save some salary at the pitcher position, I got a couple of low salary picks for you. Take a look at Lucas Giolito and Matt Manning. Now, Lucas Giolito, he's only $8,500 FanDuel salary, $1,000 less on DraftKings. And Matt Manning is only $6,800 FanDuel salary and $800 less on DraftKings. So let's go over Lucas Giolito. He's got a nice matchup here versus a low salary batting team, the Detroit Tigers. Lucas Giolito, he's giving up a .631 OPS versus lefties, facing 4 lefties. The Tigers have only hit 41 of his last 152 pitches. That's a .270 batting average. So he's $8,500 FanDuel salary, $1,000 less on DraftKings, averaging 29 fantasy points per game on the season. He has an ERA of 4.91. His record is 8-6, pitching an average of 92 pitches per game. So I like Lucas Giolito here versus the Detroit Tigers. But now if you really want to save a lot of salary, take a look at Matt Manning. He's got a big pitching advantage here over the Chicago White Sox. And that's because Matt Manning only giving up a .631 OPS versus righties and a .615 OPS versus switch hitters. That's far better than his pitch to lefties, where he's given up a .871 OPS. And the good news for Matt Manning is he's not facing any lefties here tonight. He's facing 6 righties and 3 switch hitters. And the White Sox have only hit 7 of his first 39 pitches. That's a 179 batting average. So he's only $6,800 FanDuel salary, $800 less on DraftKings, averaging 22 fantasy points per game on the season. And he did score 46 fantasy points last game. He pitched 7 innings. He has an ERA of 2.25, pitching an average of 70 pitches per game. So I think he could be a hidden gem here if you're looking for a low salary pitcher. So I like Matt Manning here versus the Chicago White Sox. Okay guys, it's time to announce the winner of our $25 weekly PayPal giveaway. And the winner is Munchie Face. Munchie Face, congratulations. You are the winner of this week's $25 PayPal giveaway. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher first base position. A stud that I like is Freddie Freeman. But let's take a look at a lower salary player that I like. I like Trey Mancini with a 31% batting advantage over Zach Loge. Trey Mancini batting 8% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .804 OPS versus lefties. Zach Loge, or Logue, he's giving up a .845 OPS versus righties, pitches 22% worse to righties as he does lefties. So there's no at-bats versus Loge yet. Trey Mancini is $3,100 FanDuel salary. He's 1,000 more on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season. Now, he's been struggling a little bit the last 4 games, coming off of a big 48 fantasy point performance. He has a batting average of .265. I think he's good, due for a big game here. So I like Trey Mancini here versus Zach Loge. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. I like Gavin Lux. He's got a 25% batting advantage over Brad Keller. Gavin Lux batting 20% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .778 OPS versus righties. Brad Keller pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, giving up a .838 OPS versus lefties. There's no at-bats versus Keller yet. Gavin Lux only $2,700 FanDuel salary, $1,400 more on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season, scored fantasy points in 4 out of his last 5 games. He has a batting average of .296. So I like Gavin Lux here versus Brad Keller. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. A stud on the slate that I love is Manny Machado with a 30% batting advantage over a low salary pitcher, Anibal Sanchez. Manny Machado batting a little better here versus righty pitchers, batting a .868 OPS versus righties. But Anibal Sanchez, he pitches his worst ball versus righty batters, 26% worse than his other pitches, giving up a 1.123 OPS versus righties. And it shows because Manny Machado is 7 for 15. It's a .467 batting average and a 1.633 OPS. 3 of those 7 hits were for home runs. He's $3,900 FanDuel salary, $1,500 more on DraftKings, averaging 12 fantasy points per game on the season, and he's been on fire the last 3 games, scoring 25, 28, and 32 fantasy points. On top of that, he has a batting average of .296, so I like Manny Machado here versus Anibal Sanchez. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the shortstop position. I like Jose Iglesias here versus Zach Gallen, but I also like Jeremy Pena, who has a 35% batting advantage over Zach Loge. Jeremy Pena batting 12% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .780 OPS versus lefties. We know Zach Loge pitching 22% worse to righties as he does lefties, giving up a .845 OPS versus righties. And Jeremy Pena only $2,700 FanDuel salary, $1,300 more on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .249. So I like Jeremy Pena here versus Zach Loge. You could also make the case for J.P. Crawford with an 18% batting advantage over a low salary pitcher, Dane Dunning. J.P. Crawford, he's got good splits here tonight, and he's only $2,600 FanDuel salary and $800 more on DraftKings with a batting average of .254. So I also like J.P. Crawford here versus Dane Dunning. Now moving on to the outfield position, you got your home run hitter, Aaron Judge. He's got some good splits against a low salary pitcher, Cutter Crawford. And then I like Jock Peterson he's got a 38% batting advantage over a low-salary pitcher, Tyler Beede. Jock Peterson, batting 7% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .766 OPS versus righties. Tyler Beede, pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, giving up a 1.374 OPS versus lefties. Jock Peterson is 2 for 6 here versus Beede, only $2,600 FanDuel salary, $1,500 more on DraftKings, averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games. He has a batting average of .249, so I like Jock Peterson here versus Tyler Beede. Now, I also like Mookie Betts, and I like Luis Gonzalez. So this is a value play. Take a look at Luis Gonzalez with a 70% batting advantage over that low-salary pitcher, Tyler Beede. Luis Gonzalez batting 40% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .899 OPS versus righties. Tyler Beede, we know, pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, giving up a 1.374 OPS versus lefties. And I like this pick because Luis Gonzalez, only $2,400 FanDuel salary, $400 less on DraftKings, averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season, has a batting average of .264. So I like Luis Gonzalez here versus Tyler Beede. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.